cars involved in that incident. Clouds of smoke. Let's go on board with Albacete. Here he is, hitting the back of Villasieros' car, going into that first corner, and cars going off all over the place. Look at the smoke coming out of the air inlets there for Albacete. Well, it means that Tarquini has managed to open up a little bit of a lead from Eric van der Poel in second place. We've got Adrian Campos in third position, and right behind him, the man challenging him in the title race is Louis Villamil. Well, Carlos Palau, the man who performed very well in the World Cup at Donington Park on his first visit to that circuit, well, he goes out of the race very early on. That's a great shame to lose him in the Ford Mondeo. But up front, Tarquini, as we go on board with him, is really showing the Spanish regulars how to go touring car racing. Gianni Gudici is another visitor to Spain this weekend, a man who normally races in the German Touring Car Championship, and he had fairly obvious problems with his Alfa Romeo. Back up front again with Tarquini. He's now got a lead of virtually 10 seconds. Such is his domination around the Jarama circuit. Eric van der Poel is there in second place in the Nissan Primera. Better performance from van der Poel here in Spain than we saw when he was racing the British Championship. And meanwhile, the battle for third is still going on between Adrian Campos, an ex-Grand Prix driver, and Louis Villamil, experienced Spanish touring car driver. And here are the two Seats trying to work their way up. They're just behind, lying in fourth and fifth places, with Fabien Giroir catching up to the Alphas ahead. And as we go on to another lap, it is in fact Fabien Giroir beginning to put Villamil under pressure for that third position, or fourth position at the moment, but it could be third as well if he can get ahead of the other car, of Adrian Campos. He's certainly looking very quick. He goes up into that fourth position, gets past Villamil, and Jordi Yannet is not far behind as well in the second of the Seats. Well, the Seats going very much better here in Spain than they have done in the French Super Touring category throughout the year, and Giroir is now really beginning to attack Adrian Campos. Campos will be perhaps being a little careful with the championship at stake, and in fact that was a nice manoeuvre from Fabien Giroir. He dived down the inside late on the brakes and really placed his car in position before Campos could turn in. Let's watch it again. Look how he gets right down on the inside, locks the wheel slightly under braking, but Campos was not going to be overly aggressive in defending his position. More important for him to actually finish the event. Well, more battles going on further back between Josep Arque in the Opel Vectra on the left and Alain Ferte, the man with a chance still in the championship battle in the BMW, trying to fight away past. He dives down the inside, same place, and he squeezes through as well. So Alain Ferte does indeed get past the Opel Vectra. Again, just locking the brakes slightly on the inside. It's a bit dusty on the inside there as well. Looks like somebody's put some oil down. And Ferte just running a touch wide on the exit to show Arque that he intended to hold on to that position. Well, in the final few laps, Jordi Yannet has now caught these two Alfa Romeos of Campos and Villamil, and Yannet in his first ever touring car race. It's a great effort, and he was certainly staying with Fabien Giroir very well in the early stages. Now finding it a bit harder to fight away past the Alfa Romeos quite so easily, but nevertheless he's giving it a good stir. Well, Gabriele Tarquini up front, and in fact he takes the victory, 22 seconds ahead of Eric van der Poel in second place, and 29 seconds ahead of Fabien Giroir. It's three non-Spanish drivers finishing in the top three places. Good result for Gabriele Tarquini in his first visit. Next year, remember, he's going to be racing in the French Touring Car Championship. Adrian Campos finishes in fourth place, Louis Villamil fifth, Jordi Yannet in sixth, and Alain Ferte in seventh. It means in the championship, Campos now has 120 points to Alain Ferte's 107, with one more round.